He slammed the brakes too late. The loud thud echoed through the night. The car had already hit something. Eli froze, heart pounding. The highway was empty, dead silent. His headlights flickered, shaky from the sudden stop. And then he saw it. A cat, just lying there. Not crushed, not broken, but still. Its eyes were open, wide, golden, and glowing faintly in the dark. Not in pain, just staring at him. He stepped closer, half expecting it to dart away. But it didn't move. No sound, no breath. Yet its eyes tracked him. Kneeling beside it, Eli hesitated, then gently picked it up. It was warm, soft, breathing, alive, but limp like it had given up. No collar, no blood, no hiss. Eli was a night shift mechanic. Nothing surprised him anymore. But this cat gave him chills. He carried it to his car, placed it on the passenger seat. As he turned to buckle in, the cat, ever so slowly, turned its head and looked straight at him. Then blinked. Just once. And something about that blink, calm, cold, and knowing, made his stomach turn. It was like the cat wasn't scared. Like it recognized him. And Eli suddenly wasn't sure if he had saved the cat, or if the cat had been waiting for him all along. Eli pulled into his driveway, headlights sweeping across the porch. The neighborhood was asleep, not a soul in sight. He opened the car door. The cat jumped out immediately and walked straight to his front door, which was closed. Eli didn't unlock it, didn't touch it, but the door creaked open by itself. The cat strolled in like it had been there before. He followed, a knot tightening in his chest. The cat didn't explore, didn't sniff around. It went straight to the old armchair in the corner and sat. And stayed. All night. The next day it didn't move. Didn't eat the food he placed. Didn't drink the water. Just stared. At him. Not like a pet. Not like it needed anything. But like it was remembering. And that's when the weird stuff started. His radio turned on by itself. Static, then a soft voice humming something that chilled his spine. He heard soft footsteps in the hall when he was alone. A whisper of his name when he closed his eyes. Eli tried to ignore it. He'd seen weird things. He was tired. But every time he turned around, the cat was there. Still. Watching. And then came the dream. Flames. A mangled car. A girl's voice crying his name. He hadn't heard that voice in over 5 years. Sarah. The woman he lost. And the secret he buried. Eli couldn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the crash again. But this time, he wasn't alone in the car. Sarah was calling him. Crying. Reaching. And every time, that cat was in the dream too. Sitting calmly on the burning dashboard. Watching. He shot up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat. The cat wasn't in the chair anymore. It was gone. Panic gripped him harder than he expected. He grabbed a flashlight and ran outside. Nothing. Just silence and shadows. Then he spotted them, faint, sharp claw marks on the porch wood. Like they were leading him somewhere. He followed. Down the street. Past the gas station. Out of town. Back toward the old highway. His breathing got heavier the closer he got. He hadn't been here in years. And then he saw it. At the edge of the guardrail where it all happened, the cat. Sitting calmly. Behind it, barely visible in the moonlight, something glinted. He stepped closer. Slowly. Carefully. A necklace. Burnt. Melted slightly at the clasp. His hands trembled as he picked it up. It was hers. Sarah's. The one she wore the night she died. His knees gave way and he dropped beside the cat. His heart thudding like thunder. That's when the cat looked up. And meowed. For the first time. Not loud. Not scared. Just enough. And in that sound, Eli felt something crack inside. Grief. Regret. Recognition. This wasn't just any cat. This was a message. Eli didn't remember driving home. The necklace was in his pocket. The cat sat in the back seat like it had been waiting all along. No words. Just silence, and a strange kind of peace mixed with dread. He walked inside like a ghost himself. Sat on the edge of his couch, holding that burned necklace. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. Then, a knock at the door. He wasn't expecting anyone. It was nearly midnight. He opened the door. An old woman stood there. Long gray coat. Pale eyes like frozen glass. No car around. No sound. Before he could speak, she said, "You saved something that couldn't die. Now it's here to save what you left behind." Eli froze. Mouth dry. "What do you mean?" But she was already turning away. No footsteps. No goodbye. She was just gone. He stepped outside. Nobody. No sign of her. Not even prints in the dirt. Shaken, Eli returned inside. The cat was gone again. This time he didn't panic. He just followed a strange pull and found himself in his room. On his nightstand something new had appeared. An old photo of Sarah, smiling, sitting in the grass. A black kitten curled in her lap. He'd never noticed it before. Same golden eyes. Same blank stare. He dropped into the chair. What was this cat? A spirit? A messenger? Sarah herself? He didn't know. But he knew one thing. This wasn't over. Eli hadn't visited Sarah's grave in over 5 years. Not once. Not because he didn't care, but because he couldn't. But now he needed to go. Not for her. For the thing inside him that had started to heal. He drove through the empty morning roads, the necklace in his pocket, his heart oddly steady. When he reached the small hillside cemetery, there it was, her name carved in stone. Sarah Elaine Moore. Forever in bloom. He stood in silence. No tears this time. Just breath. Then he heard soft paws. Behind him. He turned. The cat. It walked toward the grave, slow and graceful. Not a sound. No fear. It stepped up to the stone, sniffed the base, then curled itself right against it. Tail wrapped. Eyes closed. Like it belonged there. Like it had come home. And then Eli blinked. Just once. The cat was fading. Not walking away. Not running. Fading. Its shape, its fur, its weight in the air, thinning into mist, into morning light. Within seconds it was gone. No wind. No magic flash. Just peace. He didn't panic. He knelt. Touched the stone. Whispered, I got the message. That night at home. The necklace now hung from the corner of his bed frame. He didn't put it there. He touched it gently. Smiled through tears. And slept. For the first time in years. Deeply. Without nightmares. Thank you. Sometimes we save a life without knowing we're saving our own. And sometimes, love returns, not to haunt us, but to help us let go.